Hey everyone, welcome back to the BunkandPick podcast. Pick here with Bunkle.
Hey, it's Bunkle.
We're going over some fun stuff to talk about today. Really excited to talk about the first subject, and it's one of my favorite things there, Bunk. Spring training kicks off the day we are recording this. I do believe the Dodgers are playing that first spring training game. We're back, baby.
I love it. Love it. Love to see that. Hey, before we get started, we got to make sure everybody knows that we roll Bulls here.
My
God.
every
time.
Oh my
I'm
God.
Sorry, bro. It's the way we go, bro.
Oh my God, that's
roll
lame,
Bulls
dude.
here, bro.
That's lame, dude.
Yes. Spring training is back. I'm excited. Baseball season's back. Hey, I did see a little clip. I got to tell you, I did see a clip. My man Judgy was up. First bat. Cranked one.
Hey, he looks good. He looks like he lost a little bit of weight, too. Him and Giancarlo's face looks super weird with all that weight loss.
Giancarlo looks good, baby. He's back.
Oh, my God.
He's back, baby.
Are you willing to put money on it?
I'm willing to. I'll throw a bone down right now.
On the over-under of strikeouts.
One
Are you
bone.
willing?
No, home runs. We're doing home runs.
No, strike Ks.
No.
With him, it's strikeouts.
All right, you know what I got to say? Come at me, bro.
No, he does
good.
look. He looks a lot better.
Good.
I was reading on one of the major sports networks websites, and they were doing a top player for each team, like not necessarily their superstar, but could be most impactful. Guess who they picked for the old Yankees?
I don't know who.
Carlos Rodon.
No way.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Well, he's got to get up there. I'm hoping he's good, but not DeSoto.
No, it was him. I think the pitching just needs help, man.
Wow. Okay. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
That's an interesting, very interesting. And I saw your Devil Rays signed a couple guys this week that I've literally have never heard of.
Yes, you have.
Never heard of them.
Wow.
Who did they sign?
They signed another infielder.
Yeah, that nobody heard of.
He's not nobody heard of.
He's like a utility dude.
It's Ahmed, right?
I don't know what his name is.
Or it might have been Rosario. It's one of those guys, but he's good.
Okay.
He's not going to start. I think Junior Caminero is going to come up and just kind of take over one of those infield roles. Brandon Lau already owns one.
Well,
I mean, you can't take him off second base. He's a power hitting second baseman that produces. Shortstop's the one question mark on that team right now because of somebody that got a massive contract and then decided to do horrible things and is stuck in the Dominican Republic. So.
that's right. Hey, and the Snellhook hasn't signed yet.
Or Montgomery hasn't signed.
No, none
yet
of those
either.
guys. Actually, none of those big names. Have
Bellinger.
signed. None of them.
Why?
None of them. I don't know. The Snellhook. I think the Yankees are throwing some offers out for him. But I think
is that a good fit? Money. No, man, that's so much. He's not a high pressure guy.
Not a good fit. But they're throwing, and I don't think they're throwing a tremendous amount of money at him. So I guess we'll have to see how that.
He's like
pans out.
2-time Cy Young winner. Somebody's got to throw a lot of money at him.
He is good. I'm surprised he hasn't signed. And I thought Montgomery was going to sign back with the Rangers, but
yeah. So here's I don't know if you've paid attention to this, but there has been like a uniform snafu going on right now because of the Fanatics jerseys. All the fans are mad about them. Well, the new Nike jersey, they hate them.
Oh, I did read about that. Yeah.
The last thing I read is how the players are pissed off because the pants are see-through.
Oh my God. They have their Junk Johnsons hanging out. Holy
They'll
crap,
be rolling
dude.
some bulls.
We'll be rolling bulls, baby.
They are. They're complaining that the pants, they're not thick enough. So when the white pants they're putting them on,
that is brutal.
Their ass is hanging out.
That is brutal, man. Yeah, it reminds me of the old Seinfeld episode when George bought the uniform.
Well, he put them all in cotton.
He did. I did read that they didn't like them, and then they were saying, "Well, they'll get used to them," but I don't think they're going to get used to them.
I don't think they're going to get used to them.
Wow,
the jersey looks awful too.
Yeah, I did. You know what? You're right. I did see something on that. I read just a little bit about it, and I don't know why they're changing. Well, they're changing it up for sponsorship, I'm sure.
Yeah, money.
Yeah.
But they look cheap.
Wow.
They look so cheap.
That's kind of messed up.
Even like the authentic, they look really bad.
That's bad. Hey, a little bit of news. I bet you didn't catch this. Did you know? I didn't realize MLB was looking maybe at possible expansions.
They were.
Did you see there where they're looking?
Did you see number 1 on it?
Number 1, Austin, Texas,
Austin,
baby.
Texas, Austin, San Antonio, Metroplex.
They would, but they said the stadium would be in Austin somewhere.
They were looking at, well, if they do it, out by the big plants out there out east.
Out by the Teslas.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool to have a team here. I don't know if I could. I mean, I'm going to root for an Austin team, but
yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
no, but I mean, it would be cool to have, because if they're in MLB, then all the other teams come here too. So that's
right.
Pretty cool.
And I'd be willing to see Tampa move out of Tampa to come to Austin. So
that would be okay. I don't know what they'd call them, the Devil Bats. Hey,
they were actually, that is the name they were talking about. The Bats. I hate that. I hate it.
But Tampa could be the Devil Bats.
That's dumb.
That's pretty cool.
That's dumb.
I like it. Well, I think the other cities were like Charlotte, Mexico City.
I saw that too.
Isn't that kind of weird?
I saw that. I saw Montreal again on there.
Montreal is on there. Nashville.
Nashville is that one right there is intriguing because that's a booming city right now.
It is. And how about this one though, which makes no sense to me? Orlando. So they already have two Florida teams.
That's the problem. It's already it'll never happen. Tested market, and the fans don't care.
Nah, I mean, that's ridiculous. And the other, so they got Portland on the list,
which I still don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the popular Raleigh, North Carolina. They got a lot of people up there. San Jose,
Charlotte would be good.
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City would be good too, but man, baseballs would be flying out of that stadium.
They will. Yeah, it was. Salt Lake City's big. We drove through there. That's a big place, man.
Yeah, that would be cool to see a team. I mean, I would love to see it here though.
I think Austin was number 1 on the list.
I don't know if they'll put 3 MLB teams in Texas though.
Yeah, but they say that we're not that close to Houston and Dallas.
No.
I mean, to be honest with you, we're really not. So it'd be cool if they did that.
Yeah, it would be fun to watch too. See all those teams. See your Stankies come. Yeah, that's right. The Stankies.
The Stankies.
The Stankies.
Okay.
Coming into Austin to play there.
About come at me, bro. Let's go. Come at me, bro.
Did you like that one?
No, I didn't like that at all. Friggin' Devil Rays.
Oh god.
So that's it. Hey, they also, did you see the final 10 on their supposed top 100 players? From the MLB top 100 players?
I didn't look at that.
Well, you're going to be surprised. So 10 was Julio Rodriguez, which, okay.
Oh, the top 10 of all the players. Okay.
Right,
Julio Rodriguez.
Right.
That's good spot to put him. Bunk's rolling bulls and choking over there.
Then we got Garrett Cole at number 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's my
Cy Young winner.
My reaction to him.
Jordan Alvarez at 8.
He's pretty good.
I know, but these guys are young too. I mean, we're talking about
I hate Houston, but they're
okay.
He's pretty good.
Guess who's number 7?
Judge.
Juan Soto, another Yanker. I like it.
The Judge.
6, we got Corey Seager.
He's great.
He's good.
He carried Texas for a little while last year.
Freddie Freeman at number 5. He kind of flies under the radar, I think.
But
Freddie
he hits
Freeman.
for average.
No, I mean he's an awesome player, but he never gets mentioned like superstars.
He's always been surrounded by. Well, the beginning of his career he wasn't. When he was there, when Atlanta was kind of rough, and then he was there when they were good. I mean, they won the World Series.
But he's a freaking awesome player.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then number 4, believe it or not, is Shohei.
As a hitter or pitcher?
DH. It's a DH. So
this chair's falling apart.
Hey, that's a Devil Ray chair we got you over there. Number 3 is my boy Aaron Judge.
Weird. Wow. So Acuna is 1.
Acuna was 1. Who's number 2? You'd be surprised, I think.
Pitcher or
no, player.
Okay.
Fielding guy.
Oh man, who else would it be? Trout.
No, it's not the Trouter. It's Mookie Betts.
I mean, he's pretty good too.
I mean, yeah. I don't
know if he's second best player in the. Shohei's the first or second best.
Shohei's a friggin' monster. And then they go then the rest of them's like Harper, Trout, and then Matt Olson.
He hits the ball a mile.
I know. Jose Ramirez, Austin Riley.
That's an underrated player. Jose Ramirez is. He is the most underrated player in the MLB.
He is awesome. Austin Riley. I mean, Trey Turner, Spencer Strider. These guys are friggin' like Strider's a rookie guy. Corbin Carroll's 18.
Strider's been around for a while.
Come on, man.
Corbin Carroll is young.
They got Spencer Strider, Corbin Carroll, Adley Rushman, who I love them, and Bobby Witt Jr., who's awesome too. But those guys, they don't. Come on, dude. They're not friggin'.
That's why those lists. I'm never going to see my players on it because it's a popularity contest.
No, I was trying to look down the list and see when I saw Devil Ray, but Yandy Diaz at number 38. There you go.
Yeah, and then the Rosarena.
Oh, wait. No, that's a Blue Jay, not a Devil Ray. Sorry, bud.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no, Bobby Jackson. That was a Bobby Jackson. But it was nice to see 3 Yanks on there, so I'm not going to dispute them too much, but I disagree with the young guy.
Not going to dispute them too much. Get out of here.
I just think the young guys, 1 year doesn't make them. You got to... Not top player after 1 year. I'm sorry.
Not after 1 year.
I think that's.
I mean, top 50. You could go top 50.
Top 50.
You can't
absolutely.
go top 20.
No, and not top 10.
Absolutely not top 10.
I mean, yeah. So anyway, interesting. We'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully some of those guys have big years, but I don't know about that, man.
See, we got a new third baseman in Detroit for you.
Oh, Urshela.
Yeah.
I like him.
I like him too. I don't think New York should have got rid of him. Honestly.
I don't know why they got rid of him. Because he hit too. He's a hitter.
They chose him. It was between him or...
Oh, my God. The Donald Meister.
Well, yeah.
Donaldson. He's not playing, I guess, anymore, right?
Not.
Did he retire officially?
I don't know if he retired, but he doesn't need to play.
I have not seen him on the list of free agents who haven't signed yet.
No.
I mean, he had his years. But
maybe he did.
He blew
signed with somebody, but
I don't think he has. He was horrible with the Yanks, man. He just.
How are you going to sign Gio Urshela before Matt Chapman, though?
Well, money. I think they're only giving Urshela like $1.5 million, something like that. They signed him pretty low for MLB, for the MLB signings. But he can play. The dude can play.
He can play.
I mean, I like him. I always liked him.
He's great depth.
Yeah,
he's great depth. But it blows my mind that Chapman's not taken yet. None of those big names, man.
But aren't they all with big names? Aren't they all with the same?
Yeah, they're Boris
guy. I mean, so he's he plays the game, man, and I'm sure he wants a crap load of money for those guys.
Oh, of course he does.
So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I mean, some of the only ones signing right now are kind of a little bit lower level dudes.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you on the baseball subject. Have you read anything about what Papelbon said about Trevor Bauer?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So Papelbon's he's pleading a case to Boston to sign Trevor Bauer.
Okay.
For pitcher, who did pretty awful over in Japan last year. But to sign him, and he said, I'll pay his salary at minimum if he doesn't pan out.
Wow.
Make the deal just incentive-based.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty cool, but also it's Trevor Bauer, and I'm not a big fan of him.
No,
he's kind of an asshole. So
Trevor Bauer. Wow, that's a weird.
Isn't that weird? That's a really strange.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That doesn't make much sense to me.
Right.
I have to check that one out.
Yeah, give that one a look. Give her a look-see over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're rolling balls on me.
That's for real.
Okay.
That's for real.
All right, I like to say rolling balls, so.
Yeah, well, weird.
All right. What else you got there, Pick? Any more MLB news?
I'm just really excited for these first few games, see what happens. Probably going to be about 10 injuries we don't want to see in the first 2 weeks, which is going to suck, but hopefully our teams, well, at least my team, make it out unscathed.
That'd be nice. I did see, gosh dang, I can't remember. Somebody did get hurt, pitcher already, I think.
Yeah, pitcher, but he was already hurt. I think he was already hurt when he came in.
Oh, okay.
I think it wasn't disclosed, and I think he made it worse.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll have to watch. But, as we go on, college baseball started, too. I love college baseball, and our Longhorns are ranked at top 20. So that'd be kind of fun to kind of expand on too a little bit.
Absolutely. And CDC, Chris Del Conte, they expanded out and created a Yeti porch out in left field.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're on field level through a chain link fence. You're watching it like we used to do.
Yeah.
Watching the outfield. We used to go to our Big G's baseball games and only watch from the outfield because most of the fans were assholes, so we stayed away from them.
So I just to kind of give you a thing. So Big G played college baseball, and then he did sign and he played some pro baseball as well. But the college fans have to be the absolute worst. So they actually were. He was a pitcher, so they would read up on his family about me, Mrs. Bunk, and the little bunklings that we had, and they would just say the most obscene shit to him in the bullpen.
It was pretty rough.
Oh my God! And we'll have to get Big G on here at some point to kind of give us a little more info on that.
We'll call it story time with Big G. We'll get some stories out of him.
And I got to tell you, even when I sat in the stands when he wasn't in, the stuff they just call any player on. It's just
they say
unbelievably
some horrible things,
atrocious. That I was really shocked when I saw that. Oh my God, man.
It's bad. I remember we went to that game in New Orleans when they were playing Tulane.
Yeah.
That game was like, those fans were crazy.
Oh man. It's just, it's not, the fact that they go and research players just so they can bust their ass. It's just like, oh my God. They took rolling bulls to a whole new level, my friend.
Those bulls weren't rolling.
And it wasn't pretty. And I didn't like it, to be perfectly honest with you.
And the team Big G, that team was not good. They was hot, so.
Yeah, they had their moments, but still, oh my God, man, brutal. We'll have him on here at some point, and he can give us some stories from
absolutely
from a D1 athletic and a minor league baseball standpoint, because I think he's got some good stories.
He's got some good stories. It'll be good for this for
absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely.
But getting back to UT, right? They built that out so you can sit in the outfield, and it's the Yeti Lounge. So I think they have a bar out there.
Wow, we'll have to check that out.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be kind of fun, man. It's getting nice weather here, so that'd be awesome.
I mean, it was freaking hot today.
It was. We're up in the 80s here.
High 80s.
High 80s here in late Febby. So you listeners in the Northeast or where it's cold, I'm sorry, but we're springing over here.
Yeah, we're past spring. We're first summer is here.
Oh my God, no kidding. Hey, I wanted to talk, since we're on the UT thing, I want to talk, our Longhorn football coach signed a contract.
Huge contract.
Oh my God, dude. So I do have the specs. So it's $10+ million a year.
What, 10.3, right?
10.3 for Sarkisian. He gets 20. This is some crazy shit. 20 hours of personal use on the school's private plane, which is ridiculous. 2 new cars, and I didn't say what kind of car, but I can imagine they're probably pretty friggin' nice.
I think they're beaters. I think he's going to Kia.
Yeah, right. A golf club membership, and then just to kind of, as we say, wet his beak a bit, make sure he has some money in the bank. They're giving him a $300,000 one-time payment. Yeah. Holy shit,
signing
man.
Bonus.
What the hell?
You're going to see all the assistant coaches get paid too.
Oh my God.
They made the playoffs.
I know. And you know what? It is what it is just because everybody else makes it, but that's friggin' ridiculous.
It's a lot of money. He's not even the highest paid. That's the crazy part. Dabo's the highest paid. How is Dabo making the most money?
Because he still sleeps in the same bed as his mom, I think, doesn't he? He's
Don't say it too loud. He might be listening.
He's putting all his money away.
He might be listening. Don't say it too loud.
I actually, when he first came out, I was like, all right, I was kind of rooting for him, but I got to tell you, I am not a Dabo dude anymore.
No.
I'm not rooting for him, kind of sick of him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
His little country shit doesn't play anymore.
It doesn't. It has no play. And it played because he was up against uptight Saban. And he was beating him.
And he did. And he beat him. But, tell you what, he beat him because he had quarterbacks.
And it was right before you could start transferring as much as you could. He had quarterbacks. And, they recruited great, but the assistant coaches made that team.
Yeah. And he's kind of anti the whole portal thing too.
Yeah, he hates he doesn't take portal recruits.
No, and
he loses them.
Honestly, his record kind of shows it.
Yeah.
So
you have to play that game. That is college football now.
Yeah. So I didn't realize he was the most the highest paid, but Sarkisian, good for Sark. he's done a lot here at UT, but it's a like ridiculous amount of money for these guys. You look, you got to understand these guys are state employees.
Fair
you realize
market,
that?
fair market value. Well, not like Clemson's a private school.
Well, Clemson, but I mean, like Texas is a state.
Texas is a state school.
So he's
Our
a
taxes
state
are paid
employee,
for.
and he'll get a friggin' pension or some shit at some point. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
He's got to make it to the end of his career for that.
I mean, good on him. Like I say, hey, good for him. He's gone through a lot of shit, but I like how they threw the extras in. It's not only the 10 mil, but hey, let me give you 20 hours on the private plane. I'm sure if it went to 21, they're not going to say anything. No. Couple new cars, come on, he's got to be driving a friggin' new car as it is.
Yeah,
because he already made a lot of money.
He
needed the golf club membership, of course.
Yeah, because he's going to have a lot of time to go out.
Got a lot of free time, and then you can't go out to eat here in Austin, unless you have $300,000 or something in your pocket. So
yeah, and also if you are that recognizable, you probably can't go out to eat here in Austin. So
yowzer. Hey, like I said, good for him, and wow.
As long as he doesn't get some of those really dumb suit jackets that he was wearing there that first year.
How about the glasses with his giant? I mean, I love the glasses. He's got the little glasses.
I love them.
Don't quite make it to the end of the ears.
They look a little bit like yours.
I like it, man.
Hang on, is that Sark sitting across the table?
Hey, I'm a Sark
Jeffrey.
fan, baby.
Oh, that's
I like Sark. And you know what? Who's right next to Sark most of the time? My number one favorite dude. Matty McConaughey, baby.
Hey, Minister of Culture right there.
Love him.
We might be seeing Mr. McConaughey here in a couple days. I know we talked about in the last podcast that we are going to that MLS game. We still haven't gone yet. We're recording this before it starts, so we'll have to recap it next week. But man, that's he'll be there.
I like it.
He's going to be banging the drum.
I love it. I love every minute of it. Cool. All right, so, hey, I do have a question for you. Yeah. NFL. We're going to switch to NFL real quick.
Okay.
Hall of Fame, Eli Manning. What do you think?
I think he gets it. He has two rings.
I do, too.
His stats are amazing.
I don't even know why there's like a conversation. The guy is like, he's in the top 10 in everything.
Because he's a little brother?
I don't know, man. But he when he was with the Giants, he
unbelievable
kicked ass.
He carried that team at times. Their defense did too. Strahan was a monster.
No, they did, but he had a score of points. He beat the Patriots a couple times. I mean, I'm telling you, I was just reading how, it's a toss-up. How can you be a toss-up? Look at his stats.
I mean, I feel like he should almost be first ballot.
Honestly, I do too. I mean, he's two-time Super Bowl MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, won 2 Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, man. And he's like, was unbelievable on the field. He was never out of the game. Never hurt.
There was an argument to be had that he should go in before Peyton, but then Peyton won that second one with Denver. But before that, I mean,
Eli should have made it before
and then
towards
Peyton.
The end of his career, I think people's opinion changed. But that's probably why they had the 5-year waiting period too, so people can look. Okay, hold on, let's look at his whole.
You got to look at the stats because he was a monster.
He was amazing, dude.
Yeah.
And they have absolutely blown ever since then.
So bad.
Oh, they're horrid.
How's Daniel Jones going to do next year for you?
Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to get, Tommy Cutlets or something? Tommy Cutlets coming back, baby.
They just need to go get Tyrod Taylor again and just let him be the quarterback.
They might draft somebody.
You're going to throw a rookie into that? I feel bad. I don't feel bad for those top drafted rookie quarterbacks because they make a shit ton of money,
guaranteed.
But I feel bad because they get destroyed. That's a completely different game.
They do. They
get hit hard.
What do you think? Do you think Fields is going to get traded?
Yes.
They're talking Atlanta.
I mean, he'd fit there.
Yeah. And then and I'm not a Caleb Williams fan, so I'm seeing a lot more stuff about people calling him a whiner and a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, they call him a generational talent. I don't see it. He was good. He was really good the one year.
At Oklahoma.
And last year, he did, once they started losing, he sucked.
He threw a fit.
Yeah, he kind of sucked.
He was making fun of people crying. He was throwing a fit. He was just kind of an ass, man.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see. I mean, if they trade Fields, they're definitely going to take Caleb Williams.
If they trade Fields, they're just getting Fields again and Caleb Williams.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what happens. I'm kind of excited to see how all trades and stuff work out and see where some of those quarterbacks go.
So out of the quarterbacks that are going, who do you project has the most successful career? And then who do you think is going to be the quickest to get good recognition?
I think, honestly, I kind of like Drake May. I think he's more of a pro quarterback.
Yeah.
To me, he is. He's a big dude too, and he can throw. So I kind of like him. I think he might come out of it pretty good. Penix, I'm not sold on Penix, man.
But he could start real fast.
I think he would start, but I don't even know where he's going to go at this point.
You know where he would fit real well? He would fit real well 1 year behind Cousins. He would going to Minnesota. That's a good spot.
I think he needs to go somewhere where he doesn't have to be the guy right away.
Right.
And they like to put guys, and Cousins got another year at least in him. So
I was reading about him maybe going to Atlanta.
Yeah, I saw that too, which I don't think he'd go.
I would try to stay in Minnesota if I was Cousins.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and stay there. They should keep him. I like Drake May. I mean, Caleb Williams. If he's going to do his stuff where he doesn't want, I don't even think he wants to go to the Bears. Right?
No, he doesn't.
If he does that stuff, he's not going to be a popular dude if he's up there.
No.
So I don't know who else.
JJ McCarthy's going.
McCarthy, Nix.
Yep, Bo Nix. I don't know, man. I just don't think Bo Nix pans out.
No, I don't think he's. I think he's going to be okay, but I don't know that he's a superstar guy.
Right.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how all that pans out, though. I really am.
I do think longevity of career. I honestly think JJ McCarthy ends up with the best career of all of them, long term. I do think if Penix gets a starting position, it's going to be like that Josh Dobbs from this past. He's going to start hot. He's going to hit because he hits windows. That game against Texas, it didn't matter if the DB was all over the wide receiver. He hit every single window.
He does, but there's just something. I don't know. There's just something I'm just not sold on him at this point. Well, I don't know. Be kind of fun. It's going to be fun.
We'll see. Next year's draft class of QBs is going to be pretty cool too.
Yeah. We'll have to get some cards. Make sure we get some rookie cards.
Get some rookie cards.
We get some.
Let's go. Let's go get them.
Get some of their university cards first. All right, cool. On the, what do you got on the? We talked a little bit about soccer. I know MLS started.
It is. Yep, it started.
The Messi parade started.
Oh my God, the Messi parade. That team is retired Barcelona. It's like all the Barcelona players that won the Champions League with Messi are now playing with him there.
What was the score on that game?
2-0.
Oh, okay.
Which in soccer,
that's a lot. It's huge.
It's huge.
Huge, baby. It's huge.
It's huge. But yeah, it's it's going to be hard to beat them. Watching that team last night, it's going to be hard to beat them. They just have so much firepower. Is it cool? No, because I want Austin to win. But
I want Austin, but it's kind of nice to see MLS actually in the U.S. get some recognition.
It has, and you know what? It has grown so much these past 10 years or so. Mm-hmm. You're starting to see bigger names come here. You're starting to see bigger, younger names. That's the big thing. Like Pele played in the MLS. That didn't do anything because he was so old at that point. Yeah. I get Messi's older, but he's still considered top of his game. He's still considered one of the best in the world right now. So, it's good for the game. They need, honestly, if they want the sport to grow, they need to get rid of salary cap.
Yeah, I don't know much about that.
They have to structure it like Europe. If they want it to grow, they need to be able to pay these bigger names.
Yeah.
And to do that, they got to cut the salary cap off. But American sports, all but baseball has that cap. So it's kind of like how we're used to seeing sports.
Interesting. I actually am looking forward to us going to the game, but I might actually get into it a little bit and see. And hey, I do have that awesome Messi card I sent off to get graded. That could be worth a nice little chunk of change if it comes back graded correctly. So I'm a Messi fan. I'm a Messi fan. I'm anybody who is doing something good for me personally.
Until his card comes back not a 10.
And then he sucks and he blows.
He doesn't blow at all. He's awesome. It's pretty crazy to see my two little ones are following MLS now because of Messi. They're Miami fans now.
Yeah, it's good. He's in commercials now and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to see it. It gives everybody something else that they can.
And he's loving it because A, he got paid, but B, it's pretty much retirement for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's winding down his career.
Cool. Well, we will report back after we watch the Austin McConaughey's play. And is that what they're called?
They're just Austin FC.
Okay, I thought it was the McConaughey's.
The Verde.
All right. We'll report back on how that came.
Do you know what Verde means?
I'm rolling bulls over
What's
here.
What's Verde mean in Spanish?
It means green.
That's right. The Verde and black.
I like it. Hey, I got let me ask you a chef question. Chef pick.
I might have a chef answer for you.
You might. So you've met some, and I personally know of one experience, but you've met some chefs.
I have.
In your profession. Mm-hmm. And I know that the guy with the spiked hair was going to come and do one of his shows here at the place you worked.
Yeah.
And I think your impression was, what was your impression? I don't want to speak for you. What was your impression of that guy?
He wasn't the worst.
No? Okay.
I mean, he's fine.
I thought
very full of himself.
Oh, you can tell that by looking at him.
That came through quite a bit.
Yes.
He was also only there for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. And then it was somebody else's job to do all
that's so funny.
He didn't even, it was a recap show, so he didn't actually even, he wasn't there for any filming.
Oh my God.
He wasn't on the camera. He wasn't at all.
Wow.
It was just to come back and talk. And it was just a producer talking to us the whole time. The hilarious thing about that is the producer's so hungover he was throwing up in our bathroom. Right? What was supposed to be 3 hours took a whole day to shoot. God. And the producer was like, we really got to hurry this up. I got to fly overseas to start shooting. What's the Amazing Race?
Oh my God.
Wow. So we had to feed him beer so he'd feel better so we could get through the show.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love entertainment business.
It's entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah. So you've met some others though.
I've met quite a few. I'm not going to name anybody, but I have met some, and a lot of the ones that you're like, man, he's probably an asshole, are actually the nicest guys in the world. And a lot of the ones you're like, man, that guy's really cool, are the biggest dicks in the world. It's awful.
I know. You and I had a conversation about one that I actually kind of liked that's on TV, and I thought it was good. And you
brutal.
You informed me he was
brutal,
a massive a-hole.
Brutal. Hey, here's a fun fact about a chef, though. Do you know who Rick Bayless is?
Rick Bayless. Yeah.
You know who Skip Bayless is?
Yes, Skip Bayless.
His brother's one of the most famous chefs in America.
Really?
Yeah, Rick Bayless.
Didn't know that.
They're strange. They don't talk to each other.
Wow.
That's why you don't know that. They don't talk about each other or to each other.
Wow.
I kind of found that out pretty recently, but that is, Skip Bayless's brother is actually like top of the culinary world right now.
All right, cool.
Isn't that cool?
I like it. And I do like all your chefs. You have some good chef stories. That's a whole different world.
We do. You know, it's I like to think of it as you're on a pirate boat. We're a bunch of friggin' pirates, and I was just the one that had the patch on his eye that kept everybody going.
Wow,
it's a crazy world. It is very black and white. There's not a middle ground. There is a lot more now, but when I was doing it, I mean, it was either you could do it or you don't.
Yeah.
And the minute we knew you couldn't, we were riding your ass until you left, because I had to pick up your work because you sucked. So all the cooks pretty much forced out bad cooks.
Wow.
If that makes sense. Because the chef wasn't going to pick up that work for them.
Yeah.
Right? So we would go in and have to freaking prep their station for them on top of our station. And that's hours of work. So you're just like, man, fuck this guy.
Wow.
You start doing crap to, hey, man, go get me a left-handed spoon.
Yeah, you talked about that. Hey, I'm, happy I didn't choose that profession when I was choosing professions, as we say. I sat in a nice air-conditioned office and with a computer in front of me.
You got to watch out for that carpal tunnel.
Kind of liked it. I'm not going to lie to you.
You were good at it. You're a numbers man.
And I did not hate it.
Yeah. You want to hear a real fun chef story?
Yes.
I got one.
Give us one. So
me and the oldest brother worked at the first place, and there's a guy there that was one of the investors' nephews. So he automatically got the job in the kitchen. Never been in the kitchen before. Didn't know what he was doing. Didn't have knives. Showed up in shorts and Hey Dude shoes and like a bandana. And we were like, dude, what the hell is this person? So me and Big G, Scoot, we had him prepping with us. And he was cutting a vegetable. He nicked his finger. Well, the knife he was working was the executive chef's $400 chef's knife. And Scoot looked at him and goes, oh, man, oh, no. Did you cut yourself with that? That's contamination. You got to throw that knife away now. And he did. He threw it in the trash. God. And the executive chef came in and looked in the trash and saw his $400 knife and lost his shit on this dude. That was the last time that guy. It was also, he just didn't know. He didn't know any of this stuff. I mean, like I asked him to go to the walk-in cooler. I was like, hey, man, I need the herb tarragon. He came out with a case of poblano peppers. Look, are these the tarragons? Like, oh, my God.
Hey, he sounds like me, though. I got to be honest with you. That kind of seems right up my alley.
Yeah, but you wouldn't come into a professional kitchen.
No,
he did.
I wouldn't.
He did. And it did not. We chewed him up and spit him out. It was quick.
Poor bastard, man.
Well, you know what?
Come on, you're mean as shit. Dude, you are freaking mean.
I can be.
You're a mean bastard. Mean little shit.
My old Guatemalan cooks called me Diablo Blanco.
Yeah, the devil. The devil. I'm going to agree with him, man. I didn't know you were like that. I'm going to have a whole different attitude about you now, sir.
You know what Scoot's nickname was?
No.
He was Gallo Mojado.
What's that?
The wet rooster.
Oh, my God. All right, you guys did have fun.
We always had fun, man.
I'll give you that.
I learned Spanish out of it.
There you go.
So,
hey, and you learned how to cook. So
I did learn how to cook.
All right, cool. Well, what else you got? You got anything else for us today?
I think on the major topics, that's about it. But I would love to hear. We haven't really got much from you as far as stories. Maybe something. Maybe you didn't tell us when we were young. From when you were younger. Some growing up, anything fun?
Oh, man, I was like, I was home every night, and I didn't do anything. I didn't go out.
That's bullshit.
I never drank, didn't do any of that stuff. And
all right.
I was awesome, man. Straight A student.
I'll bring up the bar fight.
Did have one. I have one little. My resume has one nick on it. A little bar fight. But outside of that, I was just
This man's not a fucking saint. Don't let him.
Oh, I am a saint. As far as they know, I'm a saint. As far as you guys know, I was like perfecto.
Come on, give us something. You know what it is. Here's a good thing. You were the master of nicknames. How?
I did. I am good with. I don't know. I did that when I was younger, and I gave your grandmother a nickname, and I don't even know why. I told her she looked like a deer one day. I said, "You look like a deer, Mom." I don't know if she appreciated that too much.
Like she did.
But I do. I kind of, I see people, and I see something just comes to my mind.
Man, it's pretty ridiculous. Some of the nicknames you've thrown out over the years.
We've had the speed skater,
the
Gandalf stick.
Gandalf stick. That's by far my favorite.
The Gandalf stick was pretty freaking good. I got to be honest with you.
I heard about all those when we lived in Florida, but now that we're in town, I didn't know if you had any nicknames on the office people you worked with here.
No, I actually didn't. It was just different.
Too professional.
Here. Yeah, it was a little more professional, but I guess I had too much time on my hands down there. But yes, we definitely had some nicknames for people. I'm definitely a good nicknamer. Let me put it that way.
I think we've all picked up on it. There's a lot of good nicknames out there.
Yeah. I mean, we're in our family. I mean, nobody goes by their first name. You got Skook and Red and Shorty, Bunk, Pick.
Garf.
Yeah, we got the
Scooter, Skipper.
We got the
Panda.
Mrs. Bunk.
Mrs. Bunk, yep.
So, no.
Bird.
It's fun. Yeah, we do. That's messed up, man. I'm telling Mrs. Pick.
You can tell her.
That's lame, dude. That's really lame.
What was your favorite nickname you ever gave anybody?
I got to be honest. The speed skater and the Gandalf stick were probably my best.
Those are pretty amazing.
Because you've never seen those people, but I'm just being honest with you. When I saw the one lady, bless her heart, walking into work, and I said, "Holy shit, that's a speed skater." She had the whole speed skater thing going.
Hilarious. because it was like when Apollo Antonono was winning.
It was.
It was during the Olympics. That's why it came to your mind.
But she walked like that. She put her arm behind her back and was
That's
bent
fantastic.
over and walked, and speed skater. And then Gandalf stick was honestly
self-explanatory.
Gandalf stick.
When someone comes in with a scepter, you have to give them a nickname.
I mean, I think I laughed, and I even told that person, "Holy shit, that's the friggin' Gandalf stick." So.
It's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit messed up, but yeah.
That's pretty good.
Good stuff here on Bunk and Picks podcast. Well, cool.
Rolling balls.
Hey, man, we appreciate everybody joining us as we kind of mess with each other and bust chops and roll balls and throw some of these out. Just so you know, this is honestly, I think I said it before, this is the way we kind of all talk in our family to each other. We have fun. We all get together. It's a blast. And we all definitely like to roll balls when we're together, or roll balls, as we say. So.
That's lame, dude.
That's very lame, dude. That one's got its own connotation. Goes way back to another person that will remain nameless. I was trying to roll my balls, and it said, when he told me something was lame, dude.
That's one of my favorite stories. We'll have to hit that one on another time. But that Disney trip was fantastic.
That was good. And I'd remembered to come at me, bro. When I was last, about 10 years ago.
What was that even from?
That's like a Northeast thing. That's just kind of a big thing. Come at me, bro.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's not a Texas thing. But,
no.
You work with different people. You hear different things. Gotta go. I'm gotta throw them in here when I can. Get a little airtime for them.
I do want to let the listeners know you've refined your way of eating Chinese food as of today.
I did. So Pick came over and made some akara. Which I honestly, I don't.
It's a fried black bean fritter.
There you go.
Black-eyed pea bean.
Yeah, what he
fritter.
said. And he was using these giant friggin' tweezers. I mean, they're friggin' huge. They're like 12 inches long.
They're not that big.
And I enjoyed them. I was playing with them, and I now have a giant pair of tweezers I can friggin' play with. I like it.
You picked up every single thing in the house with it.
That was friggin' awesome, man. I love them. And I'm happy you're giving them to me.
All yours, buddy.
I'm going to tell you something. You will see those again.
Yeah.
Especially yes, you will see them again. Not you're going to like it, but you're going to see them again.
Oh, boy.
But the food was delicious.
Awesome.
Appreciated that. And the sauce was the...
Obeata.
It was great sauce. Mm-hmm. Great akara.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it.
Yeah. I even chefed it up with little microgreens on top just for you.
I like the microgreens, kind of.
Gotta get the vegetables in. Mrs. Bunk loved them. That's
not going to lie
matters.
to you, I kind of swept the microgreens away a bit.
You put them on Mrs. Bunk's plate. I watched you do it. Watched you do it.
But everything was good. It was excellent food. And hey, every time you come over, you're welcome to make some food for us.
Oh, I'm sure.
We love it. All right, guys. Hey, we appreciate you guys joining us here at the Bunk and Pick podcast. Hope you stick with us as we continue to mess with each other. We said we'll bring some guests in, kind of mess with them as well, get some more stories going. And we're going to keep following the sports as they go. We're excited about MLB. That's going to be starting. I did start today, spring training, but we'll stay on that. We'll stay on some of the other news and just kind of banner it back and forth for you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all so much for joining in. We can't wait to see you next time here on the Bunk and Pick podcast, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Hey, we'll see. Hey, and don't forget, we'll be rolling balls.